Ladies and gentlemen and friends beyond the binary, welcome to Medioker Poker. I'm Amanda Bonanza, and doing commentary in the background is Rayna Sunshine. Hi, Rayna.
Hello.
We are playing, as always, PLO 25 here, and we've been watching. We've got some big stacks to our right. Seat 3 just punted half their stack to seat 4 there, so they're doing they're throwing money around, so we got to be conscious of that. We got seat 6 sitting out there, so we're playing 5-handed. We got a limper here, so we're limped into this, but we don't really have any equity. We do have a 4-5, so the low end of a straight, but we're out of position, so we're just gonna check it. We don't. I'm not excited, but they didn't. They checked back, so I'm gonna pot them and just see because like they clearly have not well they might have something now, they might have caught clubs, so that'll be that, and I'm just gonna check it back and give up because yeah, they hit their clubs, so we'll just leave that.
Checking it back means you match their bet.
No, checking it back means you don't bet them. So I checked, I was out of position. I said the wrong words. Checking it back is after they check to you and you're in position and you check it back. Like if I'm in the button and you're playing against the big blind and the big blind checks and then you also check and see another card, that's called checking it back. We now have King 8-8-7, but we're in the small blind. We've got a limper, and I'm not that excited about it. I'm going to play conservative. I'm going to let that go. I'm going to mark this person as a loose passive player who's limping. So we're going to give, I don't like calling people fish because I don't know that they're a fish. I know they're limping, and that tells me they're limping.
Okay.
Calling people fishes isn't nice, and it's not. It's arrogant, and I don't want to be arrogant.
Definitely not.
They're a wreck, though. They're a wreck.
Wow, that's the biggest stack. I mean, fat stack. Wow.
That's a fat stack. Yeah, that's a real good stack. It's a stack I'd love to have. And they just, like I said, money chips flow to the left. So all I got to do is play good cards and play solid poker. I'm double suited in position, but it's bad. I'm gonna let this go. I know it's. I don't feel good about Queen 6-5-3. I just don't. Even if it is double suited.
Yeah, the low cards. Sure.
Feel a lot better about this one. And so I will pot that. Ace, Queen, 9-7 double suited. I would rather have the double suited to the Queen instead of the 9, but I'll take it. And we will take it. We'll take that. And so we'll take it down. I don't love this hand either. 6-4-4-3 with a pure suit to the 6. And it looks like they're not even going to call. The limper's not even going to call. So I'm probably going to call a bet here from the small blind because they're just going to do it. I will defend this. It's not looking great. So we'll see what they do. They're going to bet a large bet, and I'm going to fold it because that's great for their range, terrible for mine, and I have no equity. Right. Easy fold. I don't regret defending it, though. We did have a pair, and we had a low rundown, and those are the kind of hands that do kill high hands if your cards come and your head's up.
Uh-huh. I mean, that was like one big blind, right? That's what it cost you.
It was 3 big blinds.
3 big blinds, okay.
Yeah, but it's a chance. It's a risk I was willing to. It costed me 2 big blinds because I already had the one in there, so it costed me 2 big blinds. I lost 3 big blinds total on that hand. Which is, it's never great to lose, but you have to play cards, and sometimes cards don't hit.
Right.
And like I said, I don't regret playing that hand because it was heads up. It was a bet from the small blind with a stack, so they could easily have been bluffing. And on top of that, it's like I'm defending. I know I'm going to go heads up. I know I'm going to be in position, and I did have a pair. So, and I did have a low rundown. So it's like, if that was going multi-way, that would have been a very bad hand. But like heads up in position, that's not a terrible hand.
I see.
So we got a limp from our limper, a wreck we got, and this person is new, so they just played in, and they're gonna check their blind. I don't think this is good enough to raise pot, and I think it is a suited ace. I am gonna raise it. I'm gonna bring it in. We're gonna see what happens here. We got one caller. We'll probably get another caller from seat 2, and if seat 2 calls, seat 4 is almost certainly gonna call. So, but we're on the button, so we're last to act. We know they're going to call. They thought about it a long time, though. So we know they definitely do not have good cards. We did hit top 2, so we're going to go real hard with this. Especially since, we don't have blockers to this straight to eat. We do have a 2 blocker for the wheel, but like we're just going to pot that and be happy if we take it down, or happy if someone calls us.
Okay.
Yeah, the big stack, they got their big stack and they left. So they took their money and run, and that's fine. There's still a fat stack to our right, and that's okay. This hand's not good enough to play. Not even on the button. I would play that hand in a high-low game.
Okay.
We talked about high-low, Rayna.
We have talked about high-low. I think I'll watch you play it once, and it adds it definitely adds more depth to the game.
It adds a lot more
People are not prepared
possibilities.
for high-low. They're not.
What do you mean, people?
Like when
Which
we were
people?
watching, the people that were at those tables were not. They were playing it like they were
Yeah,
just
there was a
playing a high
lot of
game.
loose gambling, wasn't there?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was wild. It's a little Wild West. It's a little, people are they don't know a lot about it. I like playing games like that where the people don't get them. The problem is like there's like 5 cards like that. Like you can play 5 card, and like if you know how to play 5 card, like you can clean up because like everyone's just piling money into the pot every turn. But those are the kind of games that scare me. I don't love those kind of games. I'm not gonna play this hand. It's not good enough, especially from a raise in early position. But our recreational friend is going to call, as to be expected. And then they're going to check, and they're either going to go all, if they call, it would be the fishiest thing in the world. Like if you've got, they basically can't do anything with 11.6 blinds. They have to min raise and then go all in. That's like whatever hand they play, the next hand they play, they have to go all in, kind of no matter what happens. So I don't like this hand either. Ace 665 with dry ace and a suit to the 6 is no good.
Pretty weak.
No good for me. No good for me. I don't like it. That's a terrible hand. We're in the big blind, but I'm not going to even defend it if it gets raised, which it probably will.
Okay.
We got a limp from our limper.
Limper's limp.
Yeah, they sure do. We get limp too, so we can give them a loose passive mark.
Is limp and loose passive?
If you limp, you're loose passive. That's what that means. That means you're not. If you, well, it doesn't necessarily mean that, but it's an assumption. But it's pretty good. We have nothing. They like it. And the thing is they could easily recognize seat 2 as the limper that they are, and been like, okay, I just want to be in the hand with this player, so I'm going to limp in. And that is a strategy, and it's a strategy that I'll do too. Like there are good times to limp, but they limped. They haven't seen me 3-bet yet, so they didn't know. They're like, I'll just limp. And like it's not a great idea to limp from the small blind or to limp in general, but there is call for it if you're playing a high strategy. I don't know that this player is. I don't know that, but I don't know that they're not. Yeah, I'm not gonna play that. Not on the small blind. There we go. There you go. That's going to be a takedown unless they have an ace.
This is what confuses me is that when it's your turn, then with the whole checking, it's like I thought you had to bet every time.
What do you mean?
Just play this. We'll come back to that one,
Okay, well, I'm not going to play this.
or not play it. Fold. I don't
You're
want.
not going to fold this
I don't want
hand,
to throw
especially
you
to a
off.
3-bet.
I don't want to throw you off with
Well,
my.
what's your question, honey?
Well, so I'm just trying to understand, like when you're checking back, so
Okay.
you're not choosing not to bet, so you can like pass on
Yeah, that's what
your turn.
checking is. It's passing. It's
Okay,
like I
that's where I
pass.
didn't
I'm just
understand.
not
Like
going to bet.
for some reason, I thought you
My
had to.
bet is 0. I'm not folding, but I'm not
Okay,
betting.
okay, all right. So I
Yeah.
thought it's like, oh, you always have to bet something, or
No,
you're like out. You have to
nope.
fold. And it's
Not
not
true.
a
Not true.
complete misunderstanding.
Some would say that that's the correct way to play poker. They'd be wrong though. Sometimes checking is the exact right move. Like the pros check. Like, it's like it's part of the game. Top 2 again. Look
Okay,
at that.
clarifying that.
Oh, I don't regret it. It's still not a great hand. Seat 4 seems to be playing good Omaha. Like they're playing seemingly well. This is a hand we will play.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll 3-bet that. We got
Three,
the ace and the king
three
blocker. We got
Broadway
all the Broadway blockers. Yeah,
and
it's a
three
dry ace, but it's
and
okay.
a dry ace. Yeah. So
We get
dry ace is just
called.
means it's
We
not.
get cold called from the big blind there. So if we
Okay.
get 4-bet, we're not gonna go. We do get 4-bet. I can't call this on a 4-bet. It's just not good enough. Yeah, it is actually. That's what are they 4-betting with? We block the aces and the kings. Like, I think if we do call, I think seat 2 is gonna call. I'm gonna do it because if we hit, we hit, and we do not hit
Mhm.
at all. And they love it. They hit their 6 that they're calling with.
Mhm.
So they're great. And I can't call that. I cannot
It's not a
call.
conference
They're
score.
gonna win that hand.
Uh,
Cold calling, that's fucking wild. Yeah, I can't call this under any circumstances. Yeah, I just cannot.
uh,
That's a weird hand. That was a weird hand. Well, that's number Wang. Let's reload. Reloading. Oh, I could play 69 big blinds for a minute. That was such a strange situation. Like when you cold call a 3-bet and then a 4-bet and then cold call, I mean, that's fishy as fuck too. Like I gotta give them a loose passive. That was pretty fucking fishy. I mean, they won the hand, but like that's just because they got lucky. Can't bet that. I do hit top 2 again though, which is nice. We'll check that back and see if Fishy takes a stab at it. They do not. I should have maybe bet. That's right. I'm thinking in Texas Hold'em terms, and I shouldn't be checking back strong hands, and that was a strong hand, and now it's not a strong hand anymore because the the straight came. But I'm still gonna bet pot, and if they raise me, I'll have to let it go. But like I think we're probably okay. Oh, it's just exactly what we don't want to see. I have to check this.
mhm.
There's so many straights out there now. But they don't have it, and they didn't bet the straight like they should have. That's the easiest bluffing opportunity ever, and they didn't take it. So like we can rest assured that if they can't bluff there, they're incapable of bluffing the river at all. So seat 2 is never going to bluff the river. If they bet the river, they have something. That's what we now know for sure because that was the most golden opportunity to bluff ever was me checking back like after betting pot and then checking back the river. Like it's like betting pot on the turn and then it was like and they didn't bet. Like it didn't matter what they had. Like they should have bet pot. Like that's what you should have done, and they didn't do it. So it was the easiest bluff you could possibly get. It's like you don't get a better chance to bluff than that, and they didn't do it. I would have called them if they bet, but it's irrelevant. They didn't do it. So if they can't, like I said, if they can't bluff in the most obvious, easy bluff spot ever, then they'll never bluff.
Right.
Which is great. That's great for us. So I'm going to go ahead and mark them as a VIP. Because that's wonderful. I mean, we just believe their bet. And we bet at them when they don't. When they bet, if they bet small, it means they have a weak holding, and we bet large back at them, kind of no matter what we have. Now here's a hand that's interesting. Remember I was talking about good limping hands?
Right.
This is a good one because I have a suited low rundown.
Okay, 4 or 5.
And
Yep.
it's going multi-way already. So I am gonna limp. I'm gonna limp this one.
Okay.
And so and we did hit an 8, but we don't have a lot of equity here. So I'm last to act though, and if it checks around, I'll just bet the pot just because I'm in position. That's a position bet.
This didn't help very much. It didn't help.
That's position bet. It's fine. I have an 8. Yeah, we just take it. Nope.
That's number 1.
Oh, that's a fold. That's an easy fold. Easy fold there. Hot handful of nothing, even though I would have had a set of 7s, but
Trips.
But it's a monochrome flush board. And early position donks it, so like they've got a flush. Maybe even the ace high flush. Or maybe they just had 2 pair. I don't know. I really don't know with these players sometimes. They'll do wild stuff. I haven't seen anything egregious besides that from seat 6, but that was something mildly egregious. We're going to let that go. Not defending this terrible hand. And we would have hit a straight, but like, could we be confident with 3 clubs out there with a flop of 3 clubs? No bets we could. Yeah, no clubs in our hand, nothing to block it.
Yeah.
Everyone checks around, so probably there's not a flush out there.
Yeah.
Or maybe early position has the nut flush. I believe early position probably has a low straight, but we have the low straight, so who knows? We now would have had a wonderful full house here. Boy, would this have been a great hand for us, this terrible hand. And yeah, they had a better full house, so that would have been a bad hand for us. They didn't bet their full house. Notice that. They didn't bet a full house on a hand that no one was betting. Like, it's wild. Okay. And they left. Yeah, that's double suited with a pair. We're going to bring that in. We're going to play this out in the small blind. That's a double suited rundown with a pair for sure. It's playable. And we didn't hit. So we'll check back. And if they bet, they don't. So now we're going to bet pot because they checked. They're king 10. Fuck them. Weak ass motherfucker. That's what we're going to do to them. We're going to believe their check means they have no made hand. They might have draws. They'll check their draws as well. All right, we have the straight blockers with the jack, so that's good. So we can definitely bet this. Let's bet half pot, see what they do, and see if they like it, they'll raise. If they have a draw, they'll call. We now have a better draw. We have the nut flush draw. We do have a straight draw. 10 brings us a straight. Let's pot it. We have draws and they have a weak holding. No, they like it. We didn't hit. So they're going to bet here because they probably have a straight.
So we're gonna have to fold.
Yeah, we're gonna have to fold if they bet. They checked. They
Oh, they checked.
checked. Are they slow playing us?
Mm.
Let's find out the hard way. They have, yeah, they had two pair, but they called two pair with with on straight boards with me betting pot at them out of position. So like we have to mark them. They will call. We'll call two pair. Plus that's okay. I am happy to purchase that information. Which means we just bet pot at them. We can't bluff them anymore. So we can't bluff. We can bluff them, but if they call, we have to be. We can't bluff. We can't triple barrel bluff them. Well, maybe we still can. I don't know. But we definitely need to pot them every time we have a hand. Every time we have any equity at all, we need to just bet pot at them because they will call if they have anything.
So okay, I get confused on that when they call. What does that mean? If they just make a bet that is the size of the pot?
A call just means you bet and they call. They respond by yes, I'll see that bet. So if you bet $50 and they're like I call, they're matching your $50 to see the next card or to see who wins. I do have a pair of nines and it's three-way, so I'll call it. We miss, so I'll let it go. Now we have second button. There's no ace, so they don't have an ace. Like our nines might actually be good here, so I think probably I'm just gonna check it down and win this pot. All right, see what you do with the paired board. They bet pot, which means they have a jack. I mean, I don't know for sure, but I am willing to bet that seat two is just playing face up here. They're just betting their hands that they like, and they're folding their hands that they don't, which is honestly not the worst way to play poker. And like, not terrible. This hand isn't great. I'm not gonna bet it. I'm not gonna play it. We're gonna wait for a better hand
So could you
to bring
actually
in.
just go through the whole game and get to the showdown without betting if you're
You
not
could,
on?
yeah, absolutely. Well, no, you have to because the blinds are a bet.
Okay, but I mean that you don't have to
So if
match
you
them.
call, yeah, if you call the blind and then everyone just checks all the way through, yeah, you can do that. That
Yeah, so
happens.
like if you weren't on the one of the blinds, then you could be check all the way through the game
Well,
till
you
the
would have to call the blind at least. You
oh
can't,
you have to
but you
match
can.
the blind.
Yeah, you have to match the blind. You have anyone that bets, you have to match that bet or you fold. Like that's what folding is. It's like I'm not gonna match that bet. But if there's not a bet in front of you, that's when you can check and it doesn't cost you any money. But you can't check to a bet because you have to match the bet. That's how
Oh, this
poker
is what
works.
I
That's the
was getting
game.
confused on. Okay, so like it doesn't, and it's not just those, but it's any bet. If there's a
Any
bet
bet.
in front of
Yeah, it
you,
doesn't matter. Like
match.
right now there's a bet in front of me. There's the big blind. I am in the hijack in under the gun. I don't have a great hand. I don't like it. I'm going to fold because I don't want to match the bet. I don't want to put in one big blind for this hand. I don't want to pay one big blind to see what happens with this hand. There's someone they do, so they raise. They raise the pot, and this person called their raise. Do you understand?
Yeah.
And then they folded. And of course, of course, that's Numble Wang.
Oh my God.
Well, I mean, it's not as good of it's a really good hand actually. Yeah, it's like it's a pretty good hand. We'd be fine, but we'll get a hand. Here's the thing about that is you look at those hands and when your weak hands hit, and you're like, oh, I would have loved to have been in that hand. But the thing is, if you only play good hands, then when your good hands hit, like then you're in a way better position than when your weak hands hit because like good hands hitting are always better than weak hands hitting.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, like your odds of hitting are exactly the same, you know. I mean, no, but not exactly, but like similar. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
I think I do.
that's not exactly true. Like that's the thing. That's why some hands are better than others is because their odds of hitting are better. Like you're gonna double suited, you're better odds to hit a big pot. It's like you're better off to make a strong hand. Like you're if you have a pair of aces in your hand, well, you already hit top pair. Like so, it's like you already have a made hand. That's why it's good to have aces. Like
Right.
every hand that's not a pair, that doesn't have a pair in its hand, is a draw. But draws are really powerful in Omaha. It's a game of drawing. It's a drawing game. Whereas like Texas Hold'em is more of a made hand game.
Okay.
I mean, you still draw and play in Texas Hold'em, but like it's not as lucrative to draw as it is in Omaha. Ah, no, no, not good enough. Not good enough. We'll just wait for a hand. Wait for our hand. There's one. Now the VIP bet. The person that's limped and called every hand likes their hand in early position. So we do have to call this because of the nature of this, but we are not 3-betting them. Actually, yes, we are. We're gonna 3-bet them, and the reason is I want to go heads up with this player in position.
Okay.
So I'm gonna 3-bet, hoping these two fold. I don't want this person to cold call. They cold call my 3-bet. We're still in position. It's not great. If they raise again, they didn't. But that's very good for us. That's very good. So we have our spade draw. We're gonna bet it. We're gonna bet our draw for sure. Let's see what they do. Do they have two? Do they hit their set of queens and they're excited to bet? We'll see what they do. If they're betting half pot, so they did hit a queen at least, but we're gonna call because we have our flush equity here, and that's a very small bet for this size. That sucks.
Okay. Yeah.
That sucks. Because they could easily have an ace. They could be doing that with an ace of. They could have an ace of spades draw. Oh yeah, got to get the fuck out of there. God, look at what they had. They had a pair of 8s and 6s. They what?
Wait, what just happened?
Holy shit! I'm gonna look it up. Like yeah. So seat 2 was playing 9-8-2-6-2 with a suited 9-8, a terrible hand. They bet that. They thought it was good. They're like, I'm bringing this in. And then they called a 3-bet with it. Seat 1 cold called Queen 7-6-5. Now it was double suited, but that's still not good. And then they went all in with a straight draw with no spades. They had a pair of 6s. Yeah, they didn't even have any draws. They just had a pair of 6s, and they went all in, and they won.
Flabbergasted.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Oh no, they had queens and 6s. They had top 2. So that actually makes more sense what they did. Seat
Oh,
1
okay.
was less egregious, but seat 2 was outrageous. But like even still, calls late. Calls late. But up. So yeah, we're down a considerable amount, but like it's weird poker. Like we have been purchasing information. Like we would have definitely hit our flush too, but you can't look at that. Like what was I
No.
supposed to call those all ins? Now I know I can. I can bluff catch those motherfuckers like you wouldn't believe. And they did have 2-pair. Like both of them go hard with 2-pair. So like we're gonna give them a VIP as well. That was like, nah, yeah, they are, because they're gonna be calling. If they call that big, that light, like, That means they'll call anything if they have two pair. They will never give up a made hand. Like they'll call anything with two pair. So we just, at this point with these two players here, we want to play as many hands with them as possible. We want to get in cheap, and we want to toss money at them when we have a good hand. And that's pretty much it at
That's the
this point.
extent of our strategy.
That's my new strategy is I'm playing these two. I'm targeting these two players here. I'm watching seat 3 because they have a stack somehow. That's the player that had the stack that punted half of it to this player that left, and they haven't played a hand since. And now they're all in. They've got a 7. They have 7 ace. They both got 7 ace. Yep, wild. They didn't like that. They're gone. They're like, fuck that. I didn't want to split my full house. It sucked. Fucking out of here. Fucking bastard. Game's cheating. It's impossible for someone else to have a7. That was impossible. I was playing poker with a guy that was like that. He's like, I just lost $1,500. This site is rigged. It's like, holy shit. I'm so glad to be at a table with you, my friend. Yeah, it is. Bad beat, buddy. I'm sorry to hear it. Yeah, I call.
Is this a hand you would want to fold? It seems.
Yeah, this isn't a great hand. This is a real bad hand. Yeah, absolutely. I want to fold to a 3-bet from seat 2. Are you kidding me? That's aces. That's aces. They just hit 3 aces. But they're scared of the straight. They have 3 aces, but they're scared of the straight. Yeah. Now they have a full house. They'll bet. No, they didn't.
Huh.
What are they doing? What did they 3-bet with? They 3-bet fast, too. Are they going to fold? They 3-bet. Did you see what they 3-bet with?
No, what? What is it?
Holy shit. They 3-bet with 10, 7, 5, 3, a suited 10.
What?
And seat 1 had a double suited, had a suited rundown. So they had 6 to 9. 9 to 6, 30 suit. They're done. They're frustrated. I'm glad that this person is in. We have to this player's a maniac at this point. Maniac. They're a maniac. So yeah, that's just okay. We just have to play them with a hand. We have to bluff catch them. We have to throw money at them when we have a hand. Yeah, we want to play in hands with them for sure. So if we have any reasonable equity, we're calling, and we now have nothing at all. We missed that really hard, so we're not going to call anything. But we're going to be calling seat 2 a lot. I didn't bet it. We're multi-way and we're out of position, so we can't really do anything. We're fit or fold here. We have no equity in this hand at all. Well, we do have a nut Broadway draw, but a Broadway straight draw, but
like 9-10 jack.
Yeah, we're not doing it to a raise. It's a queen needs to come and it needs to not be a spade. So we have 3 outs. We're not calling. Not good enough. No es bueno. No es bueno. I still more comfortable, even though I've been studying Portuguese every day, I'm still less comfortable with it than Spanish, and I'm terrible at Spanish.
Well,
Só português está mal.
I mean, you don't learn a foreign language.
Minha português is mal. Yeah. Yeah, I will. I will bring this in. You'll call. C2 will call. They'll call. But I will call their 3-bet because they're crazy. They're thinking about it. What are you thinking about, you weirdo? They're gonna 3-bet.
Raise.
I don't know if I'm gonna raise. I have to call though. They thought about it. I'm definitely putting all my chips in the pot. I'm gonna bet small here because I'm gonna bet 10. And I want them to call so I can go all in next hand on the turn. What are they doing?
So I mean, it seems like this
I
hand is,
have no read on them whatsoever.
yeah,
I
I
have
know
no read on this
they
player.
are they
They
are a
could have
loose
ace,
hand.
ace, ace right now. I'm potting it. Let's see if they call. They'll probably call. I have nothing. I have nothing. And they have something. I mean, I can. I'll save my 4.1 big blinds, but they're going to win. They did have they caught a straight at the end. The 2 gave them the straight. What the fuck? I shouldn't have bluffed him. That was my mistake. I am not leaving. I am not. I don't care if I lose 5 bullets here. I am not walking. I am not leaving that. All right. I have to not bluff them. I have to not bluff them. They're a station and that's why I'm fucking up. I fucked up by bluffing them. Just wait. Wait till I have a hand. I just have to wait. Check, 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 check. There's no point. They're going to call every bet. They're going to call every pot size bet. I am going to take my break a little early. I got to pee because I had that smoothie.
Okay. Yeah, me too.
So
Not a smoothie, but I'll take
we're
a
gonna
break.
do that. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw the thing. Don't forget, if you're here and you want to learn how to do, we've got a link down in the description box for PLO Mastermind. Great site, great thing. Great thing to do. Check it out. Get a free account.
Awesome.
Use our URL. See you soon. All right, we're back, but we're not in the hand yet. We'll be in the next one. I think maybe the one after. Missed the big blind, so have to sit out the small blind position. I think hopefully it'll skip us. So we'll be in the next hand. Yeah, don't bluff. Don't bluff a calling station. I'm gonna change that thing from a fish to a rock. It means they're a maniac station.
Hey, I'm back.
Hey, don't bluff seat 2. Do not bluff seat 2. No bluffing seat 2. None. No matter how much. Well, if we have like insane equity, we can do it. But like, if we got no chance to lose kind of equity, but like, no bluffing draws. No, none of that. None of that shit. Just fucking wait till you have the hand and then just pump it in. And we have to catch all their bluffs too because they're betting like a crazy person. Well, I mean, they're betting 2 pair. So they're not like betting on nothing. They're calling with garbage. I mean, yeah, I have to. Bad hand, but I had the 1 point. I had dead money in there, and it's a pair. Min raise. Eat my shorts. I have a flush.
Don't have a cow, man.
What are they doing with their one big blind? This person is. I have no read on them. I'm calling. I have a flush. That's a bad flush, but I have a fucking flush, and now the fucking full house comes. They like it. They almost certainly have a better hand than me. I believe they have a better flush than I do, or they just caught their full house. I don't think they did catch us. I think
The
they would still
flush is
play a
5
full house.
cards with the same suit.
Yes, we have a flush to the 7, which is very, very weak. And there's a paired board, which means they could have a full house. I don't think they do because I don't think they would bet their full house out of position. I think they would check it. But I am gonna fold this hand. I'm gonna fold my weak flush. I think they have a better flush than we do. Because they were betting it out of position. So we got a hand here. We'll see what this weirdo does. It's just insane, insano. You love it. That's a made hand. That's a draw or a made hand.
A what
See, we
hand? A
a
made hand?
made hand like you have something like 2 pair, a pair.
Oh, made.
You've got a hand.
Made man.
Seat 4's got a made hand. They have probably 2 pair plus because they're betting pot out of position, and now they bet half pot because they're scared of the amount, but they've still got like probably like queen jack. They have 2 pair. I'm pretty certain. Maybe they just have a queen and an ace, but like I think they probably have 2 pair. Maybe it's a weak 2 pair. Maybe it's like queen 2. No, they've got something. They've got queen jack. We'll never know. No. All right, let's hand read. Let's hand read.
It's
That's
like
my
their
hand.
weird
Nope, not
actions make it
capped.
so hard.
Capped. What's that?
They're weird betting makes it so hard to like understand.
Well, seat 2 is the one doing the weird betting. What seat 4 did wasn't weird. It was just like it was strong. They were betting very strong. It wasn't weird. It was strong. Seat 2, I never know what they have. I flopped the straight. I'm sure I don't know that they didn't have a better straight. I literally have no read on seat 2 whatsoever. Like I cannot tell what they're doing. Like it sucks. It drives me crazy a little bit. These are the kind of players that tilt me, and I might be tilted, and so maybe I should just fucking bounce. But like it's like I can't look away. It's like the train wreck. It's like I have to see what the fuck I have to figure them out. It's like what the fuck are you playing? What the fuck are you doing? You're playing every hand, so like I guess it's just 2 pair plus. Maybe it's that simple, and it seems to be. If they have any 2 pair, they'll take it to the river. Any 2 pair, they will call any draw to the river. This isn't a good hand. I gotta let that go. Gotta let that go. Even hitting a queen, I don't feel great about it. Not multi-way. Not with this fucking maniac. But then they check. I don't know. Did they check their full house or did they check their quads? Or did they check their air like it was air that time? So, like, who knows? Like, I don't know what they're doing ever. They're a weirdo. Alright, that's a terrible hand. Let's see what this new player is gonna do. You gonna play? I thought they were new, but they should have had a chip in the pot if they were. They must have played last hand. Mm. So seat 2 likes their hand. Seat 4 likes their hand more. I'm inclined to believe seat 4 is playing reasonable ranges. They seem pretty solid. Would another hand that would have been great for mine, but we'll see if seat 4 has the courage to bet the flush board. And since they potted it, that doesn't tell me what they had. That could have been a position bet. I don't know. Could have been the nut flush. Could have been 2 pair. Could have been a set. Could have been straight draw. I don't know. I don't know. Cold called a 3 bet. Seat 2's 4 betting, but like that doesn't mean anything.
What does cold call mean?
Cold call means like someone bets, someone in front of you bets, someone behind them but in front of you 3 bets, and then you call it, having not participated in the hand yet. And you call like a 3 bet cold. That's what that means. It's like if seat 3 bet raised and then seat 4 raised them and I called, that would be cold calling a 3 bet. Do you understand?
Not exactly. Say it again. So like
Okay, so let's say for
3-bet is
example, see
for
if
you.
seat 3 brought in, they bet pot, right? So this person just raised. So
Uh-huh.
if seat, well, it's irrelevant. So let's say if they just raised, so then if seat 3 then potted it again, it's hard to explain with the situation on the board because it's confusing. But they did a minimum 3 bet. This player 4 bet. I don't know what's going on here. These players are psychopaths. What is happening? They both have chips, though. I want to get a piece of it. I want my chips back. I don't know what they're doing. They have a stack and they shouldn't. I don't know what they're doing. I don't have any idea. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they're a fucking shark and they're killing me and I'm playing all wrong and they're just fucking crushing it. What is this min raise fucking bullshit on a multi-way thing? It's like, is that because you have a fucking monster and you want them to call? And now are you gonna bet this with your aces or with your like you're gonna check it? are out of position. But so there's a pot size bet saying I have 2 pair, I have an 8, I have an overpair, I have a set, I don't have anything better than a set, but it's a pot size bet on a low static board. I guess it's not static, but it's like I'm trying to figure that. I'm trying to wrap my brain around this shit. So we got a raise. We get 2 calls. We got lots of calling here. So this is a profitable table if I can figure it out. I just need to figure. I think I'm overthinking everything. I think I just need to play like solid ABC poker here and like bet my strong hands, pot my strong hands, and fold my weak hands. I think that's really it.
So
I don't think there's anything I don't need to get fancy. I think I just need to throw my money in the pot when I have a hand. Because one of these motherfuckers is gonna call me. And bluff like only when it's super safe to do so. Well, the draws just came. Was it one of yours? Were you playing spades or were you playing 10 jack? You say I'm playing spades. And they are. So we will defend this. Went to a 3-bet, which we're seeing a lot of. This is almost certainly going to go multi-way here. Yeah, we will call and hope we catch something. Certainly. And we did.
All right, trips.
Yeah. Strong hand. It's not unbeatable though, but we're gonna pot it. Why not, right? Like someone's gonna call us. Watch, this motherfucker has 2 3s. They didn't call. No one called. Yeah, I don't understand. They call everything else. We'll be playing this one too. It's a tricky one because we block our own ace, but it's still a pair of aces and a suited ace. So this is, even though we're blocking our own ace, we're blocking all the aces. Like no one besides us can possibly get a pair of aces. So that's why this is still a strong hand, even though we're blocking our own ace. It's still very strong.
Right. Okay. That's right. Because we've tripped.
Yeah,
No.
because
I
there's
look
only
at that
one
and I
other
go,
ace
oh
in
my
the
God,
deck.
3 aces. We're unbeatable. We have tripped. No, it's not how that works.
No, we don't have trips. We have a pair of aces, but we also have a diamond. We also have nut diamonds and a wheel, and a solid wheel. So this is a good hand. We're definitely playing it. What are you doing? You sitting out? Did you walk away? Got a call. We're gonna call. We are going to check and call. That is not a great board for us, but it's a great board if someone has a king. So we now do have diamonds, but we're not bluffing. We have a marginal made hand. So we are gonna, oh, that sucks. That screams straight. Ah, it screams a strong hand. Do you have a straight? They could have so many straights. There's so many straights on that board. And yes, we have a pair of aces. Our aces are not good here. They have at least 2 pair, but we do have the nut flush draw. But it's too big of a bet. It's just too big of a bet. We just aren't getting the right pot odds. It sucks. Number Wang.
That is number Wang.
That is number Wang. I don't know that we're gonna make it to the past too much past the first hour here. It's a weird. It's a weird day at the table. It's a weird table.
Well, is it time to change things up and do something different?
What's that? No, I don't want to leave this table. Like, but
Oh.
I'm not throwing another bullet at it. Like, if I lose this, I'm out. But like, I'm fascinated by this table. I'm not. It's double suited. It's not good enough to call. But yeah. There's a 3-bet from our psycho, and of course I flop a straight. You know, so I'm hitting all the hands we fold and missing all the hands I play. But that's number Wang.
That is number Wang.
And they're min betting. What the fuck does that mean? Does that mean you have an 8? Like, what the fuck does that min bet mean? What does that mean? Are you gonna fold, or are you gonna come over the top and bet because you have the nut straight? Like, yeah, of course you're gonna fold. Fucking weirdo. Like, I don't understand what they're doing. It's killing me. I'm clearly on tilt. I am clearly tilted. Like, it's just like, fuck. What are you doing, you maniac? Like, look at that. What is that? Just changing their bet sizes all around. Nothing consistent at all. Playing terrible hands. 3-betting terrible hands. Like, min clicking. Like, what the fuck are they doing? They're like doing everything you're not supposed to do, and they're winning. And maybe that's it. Like I said, maybe I'm the one that's wrong because I'm thinking wrong. And like, it's just like they're just playing great poker and I'm just fucking falling for it. You know, they're hustling the shit out of me. Maybe that's fucking like fucking Jungle Man over there. Jungle Man's going crazy and throwing me fucking off the wall. Is that you, Jungle Man? Is that Dan Coates?
Who is Jungle Man?
Jungle Man is a professional poker player. His real name's Dan Coates, and he wears like costumes and outfits when he plays, and like he's an Omaha player. He's awesome. Jungle Man is cool as shit. I mean, go ahead and look him up. Just type in Jungle Man into Google or YouTube, and you'll see him. Yeah. I want to see what seat 2 did in that last hand. Seat 2 played a reasonable hand. And they did have a king. Oh, you kind of played that one normal almost. Did you find yourself some Jungle Man?
Yeah, I mean, I just found like the kind of summary of him.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like,
go do an image search. Do a Google image search.
Okay.
Dan Coates Jungle Man, or just Jungle Man. Probably just Jungle Man. He'll come out. And look at some of his outfits. He might be my current favorite poker player. That's because like not enough people do it with the style that he does. He's got all the style, and I love style.
Yeah. Okay. I see him one week.
Like no, I'm gonna look him up.
Greek Roman character of some sort.
He'll wear exactly.
Like the red cowboy hat on with a shirt that's like
Dressed
leather.
like Macho Man Randy Savage one day.
And oh my gosh.
He's great. I love me some Jungle Man. I can't defend this terrible hand. The origins of Jungle Man. What does that even mean? Look at this fucking guy. He's yeah, I love him. I love him. I love him. I love him. Yeah. Fawning over Jungle Man there, just having a high old time. Boy, are we getting stinky cards. I'm gonna auto fold this ugly one. High walk faster. At least I don't smell like fish emulsion. I don't know what that means. Maybe I'll tell you this. I have a guess at what that means. And I have a friend that got a job. He was a poker player friend of mine back up in Seattle. And he did get a job as a fishmonger. And he quit that job real fast because he hated smelling like fish.
It's funny. And it doesn't smell good.
It doesn't. Fish doesn't smell good. Fish do not smell
That's
good.
like deep wisdom.
People love fish and they love seafood to eat, and it's so expensive, and I think it's just so gross. I'm a landlubber. I am very much a
I
landlubber.
know, I am. I yeah.
Yeah. I'm a landlubber house cat. I just want my fancy feast.
I know. Oh my God, that is so on. That is perfect. Yeah. I was talking
I
to
want to
somebody.
sit around on a comfy couch and like play games and lay in the sun and be lazy and eat a nice meal that someone gives to me.
I mean, I'm always doing something, but like
Me too.
I was talking to somebody and I was just telling him like, yeah, I don't like I'm really not into camping. You know, like I like all
I don't
my
un-
you know, I like indoor plumbing, you know, like
Yeah, yeah. It's like I have a bed and a toilet. Why would
it's
I
like
want to go
I'm like
sleep on
some
a
kind
tent
of, you know,
outside on
Viking or
the
something.
ground?
You know what? It's fine. I am. Then I'm so fine with that.
I
I'm
don't
not
really
gonna I
get
literally could care less about
camping.
your pissing contest, you know, like
Right.
no fucks about it.
Well, I don't really understand. Like, okay, like I'll take that back. I do understand it because like there's ways to do it. Like you're getting out, you're in nature, and you're not around the city. You're not around the hustle. You're getting away from it all, and like you're enjoying nature is really what it's about. And I get that, like, because I appreciate that stuff too. But like, it's just like I don't like the thing is like I so when I was a kid, my dad used to we when we lived in Milwaukee, we would occasionally every summer or so we would take a trip up to northern Ontario, which northern Canada just means 100 kilometers north of the border. But like,
Mhm.
oh god, these stinky hands. Um, and so we would take trips up to place up in Canada, and it's this lake called Pinus Lake, and we would get there, and there was nothing there. It was just like you get 100 kilometers north of the U.S. border, and there's just nothing. It's just pure nature for like, and Canada is the second largest landmass country in the world, behind only Russia. So there's so much space of beautiful, pristine nature really close to the border, and it just is that way forever, for miles and miles and kilometers. And like you get up there, and 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 there's a lake, and there's a single shop that's like a bait shop and a general store, and you park your car and you buy your bait and your supplies, and you get in your boat and you go across to the other side of the lake, where there's what's called a portage, which means you then it's like a land bridge to the next lake, and you carry your boat over this portage, and all your supplies, and then you go to the next lake and you drive across that and you boat across that lake to the end of the next lake where there's another portage to the next lake, and we would get like 4 or 5 lakes deep, and that's just it, and then it's just us, and like and it was just wonderful. It was just a real adventure. I I do want to play this. I want to defend it at least, and we do hit our top pair, which we will check because we'll check call, but we do block the straight, so we might check raise. Yeah, we're definitely raising now. We're betting here because we have. Oh, they're gonna bet. Well, we can't fold. We do have a straight draw. We have a pair. I'm gonna call. I'm not gonna bet this. I'm not gonna raise. I'm tempted to, but I don't. We don't quite have enough equity to raise, even though there's part of me that wants to. But like if we hit, we hit, and if we don't, we don't. Like we have outs here. That wasn't what we wanted to see. We can't call this. They definitely are playing a straight, I think. Or their two pair is better than our two pair, so we gotta let that go. Out of position pot size bet with a wet ass board tells me our middle two pair is no good. I think I'm right. Here's a hand we can play.
Yeah.
And we are just gonna call it. We're just gonna call with our nutty hand. We miss hard. So that'll be that. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. They potted it before. Now it's no good. Now that the ace came, they called it. Did they hit their full house with their 10-2? What did they have? Hello? What did they bet? What did they pot it with? They had nothing. They had king, jack, 5-4. They had a pair of fives, and they potted it. Fucking maniac. Fucking maniac. I'm calling with my pair of queens. We're calling. I have to. This person's a fucking maniac. I'll check it back. I think I'm good. Going all in with my set of queens. See if they call. Nope. But I'll take the money. Fucking maniac. Fuck. They folded real quick. So they are bluffing the river, too. God damn. Wild ass. But now that they have chips, they're throwing their fucking chips around. They're still playing like a goddamn maniac, though. It's like, it's fucking wild. All right, we did hit top pair. We have a backdoor nut flush draw. We have no straight draws. But we have top pair with a backdoor draw, backdoor nut flush, so we are calling it. Top pair, best kicker. We now have top two, and we're going all in.
Oh my God.
Of course, they have the straight. And we lose everything, and we are done. I'm not putting any more money in this pot again. I'm not putting any more money in this table. Like, yeah. All right. Mediocre poker got my ass kicked today by fucking bad, bad, bad cards. bad beats and fucking maniacal play. I don't feel like I played great. I made a lot of mistakes, so I'm not loading any more money into the day. I'm done playing poker for the day. I am gonna chill out. Stick around. Let's do a post game here with Rayna here. Rayna, bring yourself back there, would you?
Okay. That's the wing.